It is day 2 of not having internet in Uganda, and I can say I'm having the best time of my life, to be honest. As a communications girly, my phone buzzes every like 5 minutes because there's like a communication to attend to, something to check out, something to draft, something to craft. And I can say this side of not having internet is amazing. It's amazing. Yesterday, I pretty much slept the whole day. I literally just slept the whole day. And the comfort was that I did not have notifications. Well, of course, apart from MTN, the service provider, sending me notifications here and there. I did not have much. I do not have a lot of messages to attend to, which was pretty nice. You know, it was really nice to not have put my phone on DND, but also know that I'm not going to be disturbed with like notifications here and there. So it's amazing. Today is day 2. I am basking in the continuation of that. Like, I just love not having internet. So I did wake up to, you know, I still wake up early. For some reason, I'm still gonna wake up early. And I have decided that it is okay. So I got up to read. I am currently reading Atomic Habits. I know you can't see the title very well, but this is Atomic Habits. I still do not know how to use the reverse camera thing. So when I figure it out, you'll be able to see this very well. But if I don't, this is what you're going to see. So I'm reading this. I just got done with one chapter. I'm contemplating whether to move on to another chapter and finish maybe another chapter today, or I should self-study. I am doing a lot of self-studying, especially in the aspects of international law. So I am reading, really. I did a personal curriculum and I'm following it to the T. So this particular time gives me a lot of reading time, really, because I can't really access my work. Ideally, I would be working online, but I have a system where everything I do is online. I use the Google space a lot. So any documents I want, if I needed to access my reports and probably continue from there, everything is online and I cannot access that. I did not download any of it. So that's where we are. So we are mostly going to study in this period. It's going to be a lot of studying, reading. It's going to be amazing. Really, it's going to be amazing. So welcome to this episode of the vlog.
The requirements for the Illinois bar, but she wasn't allowed to practice because she was a woman. And in justice, she asked the Supreme Court to correct. Illinois was so confident of victory, they didn't even send a lawyer to argue their side. They were right.
right there, this portion of scripture shows us that the man Moses was dealing with a form of insecurity. He was dealing with a kind of insecurity. What was the insecurity? That I am appearing a certain way to them constantly. And because I'm appearing a certain way to them constantly, I want them to receive and accept and deal with me only that way. But should the glory on my life diminish, should the radiance of my face start to decimate, I don't want them to see or notice that what is upon me can actually fail. So I will cover myself and go charge myself again, and then come back in their dwelling, minister to them from a place where I'm shining, so that I can leave an impression with them that I'm always the constantly shining face. It was not divine instruction for Moses to cover his face. It was a reaction of a man responding to something that was fading away, and he did not have an answer. He wanted to keep a certain status quo.
It is Friday. Presidential elections are happening today. But all I've been hearing for the past half hour are just jets over my head. And I don't... Yeah, that's how my day has been.
You said passion wasn't productive.
I don't know anyone that's ever said that. Jones, tell me something. You have 30 hotels in 12 different countries.
Is therefore of not having internet, and to be honest, I'm starting to feel like they should put it back for like a couple of hours and then remove it. Reason being that I want to download stuff. I want to use Google, I want to use ChatGPT. So I had downloaded a couple of movies to help me busy really during this period, like in between study times, but I'm afraid I have watched all of them. So either I'm going to repeat them or they should just put back the internet. The other thing that I undermined was that whenever I'm studying, I use Google a lot. I use ChatGPT, mostly Google really, to find out definition of things that I don't understand, check out research to sort of like see if this person is actually saying something that makes sense, or if someone else has another opinion about it. But now I can't do that because we don't have internet. I did write them down, so I'm hoping that when the internet comes back, I will just go back and check them out. But I don't know if I'll remember why I wanted to research them out in the first place. So that's one downside that I have so far faced really with the no internet situation. Today I woke up feeling interesting. I only know the word in my language. So in my language, it would be, you'd say something like komaunyonge, which if I'm to describe what it is, it's almost like if you're washing clothes and then it's like this. So that feeling of wrinkling of the cloth is how my body is feeling. So I thought I would probably just shake it off by doing some cleaning. But yeah, I'm done with cleaning, but I probably need to like go for a run instead of a walk. We are going to be continuing with the studying. I am going to first read a book. Yesterday, my focus of study was on human rights-based approaches, which was a bit different from the route of international law that I had taken. I just needed like a break in between understanding the particular concepts of international law. My main source or the main material of reading that I am using for international law is Malcolm Shaw, the 8th edition, and some of those wordings and concepts can be a bit complex, so I needed a break in between that and whatever else I was reading. So I just went ahead and just went through like the human rights based approaches. So because I do a lot of trainings for like informal justice actors or for different people on like GBV or different concepts of the law, different concepts of human rights, so I thought to go back to sort of like read through the things that I already knew, really, like this and that and that. And it was actually very helpful because I kept, like, every time I kept going through, I was like, oh, this was a challenge in this training, this has been the overall challenge. So it helps me sort of like know how, sort of like, okay, set the pace for how I'm going to do trainings this year, what areas I'll be focusing on based off on what trainings I carried out last year. I don't know if that makes sense. It should make sense because I don't know any other way to say it clearer than that. So we are going to read a book for about an hour and then I will study. Yeah, I will study. Today I will be doing international law. I'm going back to international law. The human rights based approach reading was just to take a break in between that, so that my brain is not clogged into one thing but still has the ability to stretch regardless of what I feed it with, so to speak. So that is where we are. Guess who is going to be taking a nap? Me. So I'm done reading. I did read for about an hour and 15 minutes, which was amazing. I did 2 chapters, but now I'm feeling sleepy and I'm going to sleep. I am going to sleep. I read something in the book. I've just been thinking. There's something that I read in the book. It said that if you notice it, you're more likely to want it. So I've just been thinking, if I like get a picture of a G63 and just pin it in my room and notice it every time, does that mean that the more I want it would make the G63 appear faster? I don't know. So I just got back from my run. It was a blend really of a run and a walk, which was very nice. I'm glad I did it. I am thinking about what to make for supper. But while I think, I'm going to have a snack. And my snack is cucumber. I sliced them up when I had bought them. And then I have this. This was the only salad dressing that I liked. The rest were not making sense, and I was right. They are not nice. So I just can't wait for that to get done. But I know I'll probably send someone to get me some, or I will keep looking for the salad dressing. I am having cucumber. I am going to flip my camera so you see what I'm having. It's a snack. For dinner, I'm thinking of having like rice and peas. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Let me just eat and try to relax a little bit. The internet came back, y'all. The internet came back yesterday, I think at around midnight or something, and I was able to access my chats in the morning, but now I can't access social media, but I can access everything else. I guess that's progress. Anyway, thank you for hanging out with me during this internet shutdown. I hope it was as productive for you as it was for me. And I'm just going to go ahead and end the vlog here. See you in the next one.